My name is Olivia. I am 27 years old, and I live with my husband Noah in a quiet apartment in Seattle. From the outside, our life looked perfect. Warm apartment, good jobs, peaceful evenings, coffee together near the rainy window. But honestly, something had changed between us. Noah was not cold. He was distant. There is a difference. He still kissed my forehead before work, still asked if I ate dinner. But his eyes no longer stayed on me the way they once did. Some nights, I would wake up and find his side of the bed empty. And every time, I already knew where he was. Sitting near the living room window. Rain falling outside. A dim lamp glowing beside him. And that dark leather diary resting in his hands. He wrote in it almost every night. Sometimes for 10 minutes. Sometimes for hours. But he never showed it to me. At first, The next few days felt strange. Noah smiled less, talked less. Even during dinner, silence sat between us like another person. I tried to act normal. I laughed at his jokes, asked about work. But inside, my thoughts were drowning me. One Friday night, Noah fell asleep early on the couch after a long day at work. I walked slowly into the living room to cover him with a blanket. That's when I saw it. The diary. Sitting quietly on the table beside him. My chest tightened immediately. I stared at it for several long seconds. Part of me wanted to walk away, but another part of me needed answers. My hands trembled while picking it up slowly. Honestly, I was terrified of what I might find inside. I opened the first page carefully. January 12th. Olivia smiled today while making coffee, but her eyes looked tired. My heart stopped for a second. February 3. I miss my wife, even when she is sitting beside me. Tears slowly filled my eyes. This was not what I expected. I kept turning the pages slowly. Every sentence felt heavier than the last. I think Olivia is slowly falling out of love with me. My hand covered my mouth immediately. Did I really make him feel that alone? Without even noticing? Tonight, she smiled at her phone longer than she smiled at me all week. Maybe I'm becoming invisible in my own marriage. Invisible. That word shattered something inside me. Because honestly, he was right. I had become distracted. Busy with work, lost in social media, emotionally tired all the time. And somewhere, I stopped truly seeing him. I still remember the way she looked at me on our wedding day. Sometimes I read our old messages just to feel close to her again. Tears blurred my vision completely now. Noah still loved me deeply, even while feeling lonely beside me. And somehow, that hurt more than betrayal ever could. I wish Olivia would ask me if I'm okay. I wish she noticed I'm drowning too. At that moment, I couldn't read anymore. I sat there beside the sleeping man I loved and cried quietly for the pain I never noticed in his eyes. Part 4. I carefully closed the diary and placed it back exactly where I found it. My hands were shaking badly. Suddenly, every small moment from the past few months returned to my mind. Noah waiting for me during dinner. Noah asking if we could spend more time together. Noah watching me quietly while I scrolled through my phone. And every time, I said I was tired. But maybe he was tired too. I slowly looked toward him sleeping peacefully on the couch. His face looked exhausted even in sleep. And suddenly, guilt wrapped around my chest painfully. How long had he been suffering quietly beside me? I knelt beside him carefully, then slowly ran my fingers through his hair. Olivia? I'm sorry. For what? My eyes filled with tears immediately again. For not seeing your pain. Noah stared at me quietly. Then his eyes slowly moved toward the diary on the table. He understood instantly. For a moment, neither of us spoke. Then Noah asked quietly, "Do you hate me for writing those things?" "No. I hate myself for making you feel them."
Noah sat up slowly on the couch. His eyes looked tired, but also relieved, like someone who carried a heavy secret alone for too long. Then quietly, he asked me something that broke my heart completely. "Olivia, when did we stop talking to each other?" So, if you are listening to my story right now, remember this. Sometimes people are not angry. They are hurting quietly. And sometimes the words they cannot say out loud are hidden inside the pages nobody reads. Thank you for listening. And now tell me something honestly. Have you ever loved someone silently while feeling lonely beside them?